Um, all right, there we go.
All
All right,
right, welcome
nigga,
to
because
Ponder with Sonder.
wait, hold on, I
X,
cut you off. Wait, start over.
bro, bro, you started.
Start over. All right, three, two, one. You're on.
No, no, start
Come
it
on,
over. Start it
I'm
over
gonna
now, nigga.
take
You
that part
fucking,
out, but you
bro,
need the
you,
countdown so you know I'm done talking. Like
Alright.
your shit is on
Alright,
speaker. I don't know if you can hear me clearly. All right, ready? Three, two, one. Action.
welcome to Ponder with Sonder. I'm your host, X, and my guest, Dante, here.
Nigga, I'm not a
Uh,
guest. I'm a co-host. Fuck you mean?
well, nigga, you said you
Yo,
was gonna
first,
drop
hold
out
on.
at any moment. Like, you
No,
said, yo,
I said, nigga, if you ain't taking it serious, this is your shit, right? Remember last time I fucking bought a microphone, I bought a stand, I bought all types of shit, and you was bullshitting about wanting to record. You remember that?
nah, nah, I don't remember.
So I can't trust that you gonna want to do this shit weekly.
Nah, I'm definitely gonna do shit weekly.
All right, so it's our podcast, nigga. I'll be the
Alright,
co-host.
nigga.
You could be
Well,
the
you're the
main
one that said,
host. You
you
already
said
got
that
the name
you gonna
Ponder
drop
with
out at any
Sonder.
moment, nigga.
Nigga, you're Ponder, I'm Sonder, or vice versa. Fuck you mean? All right, so let's do it one more time. Three, two, one, go.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Ponder with Sonder. I'm your host X, and my co-host Dante. How you guys doing today? I hope you guys are feeling well and everything is going well for you guys with this quarantine. How are you, Dante?
I'm fucking great.
That's,
Aside from you trying to hijack the podcast that we're doing together, I feel lovely. You know what I mean? I just
oh
had
my
a
god,
nice
I
sandwich.
ain't never gonna hijack it. You the one that said that you could drop off at any moment, nigga.
Bro, because so basically what I was trying to say is that I'm not gonna put too much effort into it, not knowing if you're gonna put effort into it. If I see that you putting in effort, we could go 50-50 with the effort. But to start it off, this was your idea. So I'm like, let me see what you got. Let me see what you bring into the table. You dig?
Yeah, I guess I dig.
We have a history of you not taking this shit seriously.
That was only one time, bro.
Eh, one
That
out
was
of
the
two,
past.
nigga. Yeah, that was all right. So you a changed man. Let me hear how you have been.
Been pretty good. Been pretty good. I'm trying to, learn a thing or two. So maybe a little bit coding, maybe, so I can make websites. I don't know. I'm trying to learn new things. Trying to keep my mind occupied. You know.
Okay. So let
Yeah.
me ask you. Now people could just go to those websites that make websites for you. I can't remember. Squarespace, right? Is that one of them?
Yeah.
Squarespace,
Yeah.
you can make your
Squarespace,
own website
GoDaddy,
without
stuff
knowing
like
how
that.
to code. Why would someone hire a coder over going to Squarespace?
Well, I mean, you can. Honestly, I mean, it could be either or. It's the person's preference. I mean, because you have a lot more variety with having somebody code it for you. I mean, obviously, the better alternative, the easier alternative, would be going on Squarespace or whatever. But maybe I want to make something on my own. Maybe it's not for someone else. Maybe it could be for me.
So you just learning just to learn, like, okay.
Yeah, just so I can have extra skills. You never know.
I
You never
mean,
know.
I'm just asking the question. I'm not knocking it, but like, I don't know. For me, when I wanted to make a website, I made a website a few years ago. I went straight to Squarespace. I wasn't thinking about contacting nobody because you never really know who you're contacting or who you're asking help from. Some people you pay them, they do bullshit. They try to rape you for the money via either not doing the work or taking extra long to do the shit. So I figure, Squarespace, you pay a flat fee, you get to see the website before it's made, and that's that. But I'm sure there are people out there who have larger businesses or whatever. They may look for someone like you or someone that has the skill set that you're looking to acquire.
Yeah, of course. So, how do you feel about like all the states opening up? Like, right, like right when people are like everyone's starting to come out now. I'm starting to see everybody come out now. How do you feel about everybody reopening up this soon?
I just feel like, well, for one, I don't know if I said this last time, but I feel like the numbers are inflated. It's not that serious. And I feel like reopening is good. It'll still take time for people to start going back to restaurants and stores as normal, but I definitely feel like it's good for the economy. It's good
So
for
you
people's
support
sanity.
everyone coming out now.
Wait, what?
So you support everyone coming out now.
Absolutely. I want niggas who want to go outside to go outside, and I want niggas like me that want to stay home to stay home. You know, nothing's changing for me.
Uh,
What about you?
also, um, you know, I think it's good that people are getting out. I just don't think like everyone I've seen has all been in like it's not like going out and walking around more as and everyone's like in a barbecue in like a section all packed together like sardines. Maybe just a little bit on that I got a problem with, but pretty much everything else, everyone going out, I'm fine with it. I'm pretty sure people like the good weather and it's going on. They said something about UV killing it or whatever. So, I mean, I guess this would help. The warm weather, people need some sunshine, get that vitamin D, you know. So, it's good. It's good everyone's getting out.
But no one was really restricted from just taking a walk type of shit.
Yeah,
So
but it was so hot right then when they were talking about it. No one really wanted to take a chance. Plus, it was cold outside, so they're like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go outside anyway."
okay, I guess. But what do you mean you have a problem with people going to barbecues and shit and
No,
clubs?
like
And
barbecues. I mean, like the people that are just like all just cramped together. Like they're not even social distancing. Like they could be people from like other parts of different parts of the city coming over there. None of them are wearing masks. I mean, y'all do your own thing. That's cool. But I'm just saying, like, they're all just like close together and shit. The shit just started dying down.
I'm not gonna lie, you sound like a scary nigga right now. They're not social distancing, bro. You don't social distance from your friends and family. Like if you're having a barbecue, it's friends and family only. Like you don't
Yeah,
invite strangers to the shit.
people.
Anybody who wants to barbecue, we're gonna be barbecuing at 7 o'clock. Everyone's welcome. No, it's friends and family, motherfucker.
Bro, you don't know, bro. They could just be some randos, different people from inside the city. You never know, bro.
I mean, if it's your barbecue, you tell a nigga no, you're not getting a hot dog or a hamburger. I don't know you. Like, simple as that.
I mean, I don't like I said. I mean, they can do whatever they want. I'm just saying, like, there's like mad niggas. It's not like just a few people. It's mad niggas. Like everybody just calling in the whole family in one little section. Like
Now,
I don't know.
when you say niggas, do you mean niggas or do you mean black people? What you trying to say?
What the fuck you mean?
Fuck you mean what the fuck I mean? I'm trying to understand what you mean by niggas, because I know you live in the hood, so you only see black people. So I'm not sure
Well,
if you
there's
mean,
Spanish niggas in the hood too.
yeah, but they don't barbecue with blacks though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but they still barbecuing. That's my point, nigga. There's niggas out there barbecuing.
All right, so you mean all people?
Yes, nigga. I mean all people.
Okay, I mean you talking like we got an audience, so we gotta specify for the white people, because if they hear niggas, they think black people,
I guess so. So you
right? I
think they're
mean,
gonna do
oh,
you think they're gonna send out a second round of checks, stimulus checks? Because I thought they were at first, since I didn't even file my taxes yet, not yet. I still have until July, but I gotta get money to like pay them niggas back. But anyway, uh, I thought that they was giving it like monthly, like until this shit was over. But then I found out it was only that one check. And I know some niggas that just spent the whole thing already. So like, do you think they're gonna do a second round?
they're in talks now. It's looking like they don't want to just do that. They want to ensure that people who aren't working are going back to work. They want to make sure that um, other things are taken care of as well. You know, they released a 1,800-page bill that was passed. So there's a lot of things that they're focusing on. I don't think that they're focusing specifically on the next stimulus check, but yes, I think they're going to release it, and I think it's going to be the same amount, and it's only going to be one time for now.
You think they're gonna give more loans to the small businesses on top of that?
So, I don't know if you know this, but I have a small business that was affected. Right, so I applied for that shit, and they're so slow, or they're so selective when it comes to what businesses they're funding, that it doesn't matter if they're gonna increase it or support more businesses. They haven't finished with the applications they have now, so it's like, yeah, they might. It's looking like in that 1,800-page bill, they wanted to add more money to the PPP, which is the Paycheck Protection Program. They wanted to add more money to that, but they're really falling behind in the applications they currently have. So I think they totally fucked over a lot of businesses, and I think smaller ones, because it's just me working. But I've heard Shake Shack and Harvard and other large conglomerates, they have had their funding and they got that shit early. I'm looking at forums and seeing people with larger businesses already got their shit. People who applied way after me got their shit. So hopefully, hopefully they finish what they currently have. But yeah, they're gonna increase more money. Um, what do you think about that?
What do I think about the loans for the small businesses?
Yeah, not just them adding more money to it, but its effect. Do you know anyone that has a small business? What do you think the people who have gotten funded will do? Will it make them more likely to survive? What do you think?
Well, I think it's good that they're giving out the money for the small businesses, and if they're using it properly, because obviously, like you said before, like they were giving some to Shake Shack and they don't even need it. So I mean, as long as they're using it um, correctly, and it's going like to the employees, then it should. Hold on, because I'm fucking up right now. They should be able to. They should have. I think they should have some management on top of it, because I heard in the news. I forgot what his name was. I keep bringing up people, but I keep forgetting their names on the spot. But there was this one guy who took out one of the loans because of the viruses for it. Like it's meant for the employees, like to pay your employees, and he spent it on Bentleys, and I think he took like a $2 million loan or some shit like that, and he spent it on Bentleys and rings and stuff. Like he got locked up, but I think they should have like some type of management to like make sure that the money is getting inflow, getting going through the circulation properly.
It's I know exactly who you were talking about, and it's funny. I was thinking about it as you were talking. Yeah, so that dude was apparently he was on Love and Hip Hop. I don't watch that show. I don't know if he was a regular person on that show, but yeah, he was on Love and Hip Hop, and he fraudulently filed the claim and spent it, misappropriated the funds, however you want to say it. But bro, I told you they haven't even paid everybody out yet, so there's no way that they can now monitor. It's going to take them, let's say, 3 months to pay everybody out with both the funds they have now and the funds they're going to get in the next stimulus package. At least 3 months, right? So um, I don't think they're going to be able to track everyone. I don't think they're going to want to track everyone once they're finally done just paying people out. It's insane the amount of work that they have to do. It's insane the amount of new employees that companies had to hire, and even states had to hire new employees for certain things, for unemployment, for this new thing they have called contact tracing, which is you basically track any person who has had COVID-19 and who they came in contact with. So like every state is hiring contact tracers. So you basically, I don't know how you do it. Maybe you stalk their Facebook or call the phone companies on the state's behalf and see like where were they? Who were they in contact with? Just to keep track of the spread. I don't know how China's doing it, but the motherfuckers, they have been doing that. So now United States is sort of hopping on board with that. But going back to the SBA, the Small Business Administration, the motherfuckers, they cannot handle the amount of applications they have, so they will not be able to monitor. They may be able to have red flags, just based on whatever, and check those, but there's no way they're going to be able to check everyone. Most people are going to try to weasel their way out of spending it the right way. And also, it's not just for the employees. When I filled out the first loan, which is the EIDL, which is not for paychecks, but I also looked at the Paycheck Protection Program. So not only do you need to spend it on employees, you could spend it for rent, you could spend it for utilities, you could spend it for debt that the company has acquired within the time of the pandemic. So it's not just employees. So they could just pay rent and utilities and go, hey, I had nothing left over. So I don't necessarily think that the people who were employed by these small businesses that were affected will be taken care of as a result of the government funding, which is why the stimulus $1,200 check should have been monthly, as you thought it was. I don't know why you thought it was, but it should have been. Sorry, that was a lot. I went sort of all over the place. I don't know what you want to
It's
respond
all
to about that.
it's all good. But I mean, still on the topic of money, your man Joe Rogan. So I don't know which one is it because I keep seeing different numbers. Is it like 100 or 200 million that he was offered?
I've only seen 100 million, and I don't know where they're getting that number from. I don't think Spotify would have released the numbers. Joe Rogan definitely didn't speak about the actual numbers, so it could be 100, it could be 200, it could be 100 up front and then 100 million over 5 years. It could be either or. I have no idea, but I've heard only 100 million.
So how do you feel about him switching from YouTube to specifically and strictly Spotify?
Nigga went full snake. He said, "Sss." um, so I feel like whatever move is good for you, make it. People aren't gonna understand it. People aren't gonna like it. People aren't gonna fuck with it. People aren't gonna go over with him. But I feel like it was a good move for him. Now, am I gonna switch over to Spotify and join just to listen to Joe Rogan? I might do a couple of free trials, but I'm not gonna regularly subscribe just for him. Fuck no. I've had years and years of entertainment knowledge, all types of shit from his podcast. I could go back and look at the archives unless he removes it from
And
YouTube.
rewatch the old knowledge. Like he's gonna be spitting some new knowledge on Spotify. You ain't gonna hop on a bandwagon and try to see what he's spitting on there.
No, fuck no. Like I'm good with the previous knowledge. It comes a point where you got to move on. You know what I mean? Like all of our tastes and entertainment change over time. Like I've given him enough of my life. Maybe I'll start listening to somebody else on YouTube.
Uh,
How
I
do you
think
feel about
I
it?
think I think it's a good move on his part. I mean, if anyone else was, I mean, the people who are angry, if they were in that same situation, if they were like, if you were making a shit ton of money and someone just threw out, let's just say 200 million, right? And they said, you don't have to change nothing you do. All you have to do is just stream on this podcast. I mean, stream on this platform. I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, everyone would have freaking taken that opportunity and taken the money. I mean, he's already got fucking isolation chambers and shit. He's just gonna be doing a whole bunch of shit. I already know. He's gonna have stories on stories on stories now. But I mean, it's a good move for him. He's getting older. He probably won't have. He won't even have to say another word in his life because he's so set right now. But I mean, that's that's a lot of money. I'm gonna miss seeing a couple. I don't listen to his like every podcast that comes out. Sometimes when I just see people I don't know, I'm just like, fuck, I ain't listen to that shit. But I mean, I found it somewhat entertaining, and I'm pretty sure someone on YouTube is gonna end up uploading some clips or some shit of his thing. It's gonna end up on YouTube eventually. Either way.
Yeah, there might be some clips here and there, but the people who file copyright strikes, they're pretty brutal. Like any little bullshit video you upload with a soundtrack of something or a clip of something that's copywritten, they will strike that shit. Bro, my Greater White, uh, my original YouTube channel, that shit was banned. And I wasn't getting that many views. They just was like, you know what? You have multiple strikes. Because they strike that shit within like a day. So they'll catch you even if you're a small channel. They're going to catch people taking clips from Joe Rogan shit. Spotify is gonna have their lawyers, their team, to make sure that shit does not end up on YouTube because they're paying him X amount of dollars. You think they want to share that content? Fuck no. They want it to be super dry in the rest of the internet so that you cannot find the shit anywhere other than Spotify.
Bro, do you know how many different shows that are copywritten are uploaded on YouTube? They just do minor fucking edits on it. They'll zoom in and zoom out, bro. There's full episodes of Family Guy, which is owned by Fox and definitely copywritten. Full episodes on there. Full episodes of American Dad and shit like that is on there. Full episodes of them shits. And all they do is like they put an interval and shit in between that, bro. People find a way around that shit, bro. I don't think they're gonna be as many lawyers as they have, bro. Someone's gonna find a way.
Because they have an option of leaving the video up but taking the monetization. Spotify doesn't give a fuck about the monetization. Like all of the shit that you mentioned, Family Guy, Fox makes its money from commercials. So they're basically doing the same thing. If they leave a video up and take the monetization, that's the same as someone watching it on TV, except more people have access to it. People from different countries have access to it now. So they're probably making more money leaving those clips up than they would if it just ran on TV. With Spotify, they're not gonna have commercials in the middle of this shit. They want subscribers. They don't give a fuck about ads. So they will take I'm telling you right now, bro. I'll bet you $5 that at least for the first year.
That sounds like a very confident number. If it's
$5, yeah. Nigga. I'm waiting on my next stimulus check before I start betting real money. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I didn't even get my first one, so.
Yeah, as a nigga who didn't get his first one, do you even care about any of it?
I mean, it doesn't really affect me. I'm still getting money either way, so.
Okay. Let me find out. The government listening to this, by the way, so you better be careful what you say about how much money you're getting when you owe them.
Well, I still got time to pay them back, so they can listen all they want.
Okay, you got until what, July, you said?
July 15th is the deadline.
How close are you to paying them back? Like, how long is it going to take? Not to get too far off topic, but just, I'm curious.
Probably like 2-3 weeks.
All right, so yeah, I would say pay them. If you can pay them in 2-3 weeks, pay them in 2-3 weeks, just so you get that check back. You know, so it won't be like you're out of the money, but you'll also have the second check. Let's just say hypothetically in the next 3 weeks they pay out the second check, so you'll have $2,400 instead of just the $1,200 back.
Hopefully they do that shit. I fucking need that shit. But
yeah.
Still on the topic of money, this boy 6ix9ine. How do you feel about this? Him coming out, because we didn't talk about it last podcast. We were supposed to make that shit separate, but that was gonna be too much work. But how do you How do you feel about him getting released and then having his excuses for ratting? You think he went against the gang code, even though he said all this other shit that happened?
Man, I feel good about this nigga being released. He was the most entertaining rapper ever. Like, you really didn't get that type of entertainment from anybody else. He was beefing with everybody and anybody. And it was funny. He was a funny nigga. So I missed that entertainment. Once he was gone, nobody else was doing it. It's like, what, why should I care about rap now? You know what I mean? Like, I was tuning in. I was watching the lives, or I was watching the YouTube clips of the lives of him going back and forth with people on live, and seeing the news stories about, things happening. So I'm definitely, I was excited when he first came out. I watched his live stream when he went live for the first time, and I'm looking forward to see what kind of drama. Oh, did you see the shit with Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg,
Yeah, I heard the clip that he said some
bro,
shit like, can't fuck with the dog, don't fuck with me.
bro. I would say watch the exchange between him and Snoop Dogg, and all the clips 6ix9ine put out and all the clips Snoop Dogg put out. That shit is funny, bro.
You put out more after that.
Who? Snoop?
Snoop Dogg.
No, no. Snoop is an old nigga, so he one of his clips I saw, he was listening to Let It Go by, the Frozen chick, and then he said to leave me alone shit, nigga. I'm a big dog, nigga. You don't want to get hurt, you bitch ass, rainbow hair ass, blah blah blah. Like, he was trying his hardest to be funny, but 6ix9ine came out with a clip. He said, "What I missed most about being locked up was Monday movie nights," and it was him sitting cross-legged, eating some food, watching an interview of Suge Knight talking about people going to prison, and the interviewer was like, "Yeah, like Snoop Dogg." He's like, "Snoop will never come to prison." He's like, "Why not?" He's like, "Well, we got him off of a murder charge. Then he got caught with weed. Then he got caught with guns." He's like, if someone continues to get in trouble and never go to prison, they're an informant. They're telling. So that shit, shit like that, like nobody does it. And then he released another clip, allegedly of Snoop Dogg talking to some chick, talking about meeting up with her, and he wrote in the caption, like, niggas was always worried about me and what I'm doing. How about you go apologize to your wife? So people speculated that that was a clip of him cheating on his wife. So it's shit like that that you don't get from rappers, bro. You get the nigga, I'll kill you, I'll shoot you, I'll stab you up. But that shit is boring, bro. 6ix9ine brings the entertainment. So I'm happy he's out. I'm happy he got a lot of money. And I hope he keep doing what he's doing and not get fucked up or worse.
How do you feel about that white girl leaking his address the first time?
Well, she was just a young white girl. I think she was just hyped to be living next to 6ix9ine. I mean,
Yeah, but if you know you heard him in the news, you know he got out of prison, you know he's on witness protection. Why the fuck are you gonna record him and post it? Like it's one thing if you like
because
send it to your friends, but like you gonna post the shit like.
Because views are more important than life. I mean, 6ix9ine is proof of that. He don't give a fuck if he putting his life at risk. He's getting views. He's getting numbers because views and numbers translate into money. Ask Joe Rogan. You know, so uh, she probably wanted the views and the fame, and eventually it could translate into some money. Has it? Who knows? But she definitely got a lot of views. A lot of people saw her fucking face, so she feels better about that. She just wanted to feel good. She don't give a fuck about 6ix9ine. Nobody gives a fuck about 6ix9ine for real.
Or you believe that though?
That nobody gives a fuck about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, both his baby's mom talking about he ain't shit. His niggas try to rob him and kill him and shoot him and stab him and fuck his baby mom and do all types of shit.
Did you see
So yeah,
did you see Rich the Kid with his baby moms?
yeah, I feel like Rich the Kid's a fucking clown. He tried to come at the God Uzi, you know what I mean? And that shit ain't work out for him. He looked like a straight bitch. I feel like that video that came out recently of the woman screaming at Rich the Kid to get off of her car. Like, you fucking piece of shit. Who the fuck do you think you are standing on my car? Apparently, she brought her car through for a video shoot so he could stunt like he had 3 cars. She came out. He's just constantly looking like a clown. Like, that bitch is irrelevant. 6ix9ine baby mom. I'm not gonna lie. I got some entertainment from watching her too. It was a little funny, but now the real nigga's home. So like, I don't want to see her no more. Like, you know what I mean? She can go in the background and start complaining about child support and shit, and do whatever she does and live her life. She needs no attention. She doesn't look that good. Her ass is fat, but she doesn't look that good, and she's not that entertaining. So it's like, I don't care about her. So Rich the Kid, the fact that he did that, it makes me care even less about this nigga. He was only popping to me when he had Famous Dex, when Famous Dex wasn't all strung out and shit, and wherever the fuck he went. But back
Yeah,
then, they had some popping songs together.
I haven't heard shit from Dex in a minute. What happened to that nigga?
Oh, well, yeah.
Bro,
That nigga.
you're bumping him, bro. Let me try to play yourself.
I was, bro. I was the biggest Famous Dex fan. Like, niggas wasn't really Famous Dex fans. I was a fan of this nigga. I'm like, yo, he's funny. He used to come out with music all the fucking time, and he would try different shit. Like, he wouldn't get too experimental, but he came out with that song Japan. I thought Japan was fucking knocking. It was way different from everything else he came out with.
Bro,
And
I don't remember any other songs other than Japan, to be honest, right now.
well, I can't say I remember the shits either. I don't remember the names. I remember what they sound like. So you can't remember a famous the sound of a famous Dick song that you heard?
No, I can't think of any other song except Japan, to be honest, right now. Like, I can't. Like, where did this nigga go? What happened to his music? Like, his shit just, like, went down the drain. Japan was his only good shit. And then this nigga disappeared.
Well, the same thing happened to him, I think. That happened to every artist that's super popping for a while. Like, I had the question, what happened to Fetty Wap? You remember Fetty Wap?
Yeah, I was about to say Freddie Wap. I mean, but he had a lot of memorable songs, though. Like,
Yeah, but he's still gone. It's probably easier to find some famous Dex shit than it will be to find Fetty Wap shit. I actually looked up some Fetty Wap shit a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, yo, this shit is trash. He raps different, slower. He's making love songs. I'm like, I don't want to hear this shit. It's trash. That's probably what happened. He stopped making famous Dex stopped making the shit that people fuck with him for, or made the same shit but tried to make it sound the same. You know what I mean? Like, you're just trying to mimic your past success as opposed to just being authentic and having that feeling. Like, I listened to some old Uzi, and his flow was different, but he was talking about the same shit: fucking bitches, getting money. That bitch stuck on my dick. Blah, 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 blah. Same shit, just a different flow. He's been rapping about the same shit for 5 years, but he's slowly tweaked it over time. Like, it's a natural progression. He's not trying to sound like the old him. He doesn't give a fuck, but it just comes out that way because that's all he knows how to talk about. I feel like Famous Dex, because he was trying the new shit, was more conscious of his sound. He's like, all right, well, this sound was working, so let me try it again. As opposed to, I feel like, I don't know, but I feel like, well, Uzi would just go into the studio, hear the beat, and be like, freestyle on it and not give a fuck how it sound. Because he got so many unreleased, leaked songs. It's like, yo, this nigga could have came out with 10 more albums by now.
Yeah, I think he got so much more money. Like, he don't even give a fuck anymore at this point. He just be putting out music just to put out music, just for entertainment value. I think
that's a good point. The money.
Back at you for that. What was that shit? 16 Zone.
Wait, say it again.
I said I think you should have that nigga tweet back at you. What's that song that you put me on to? 16 Zone.
16 Zone, but I've been doing research, just googling shit, and apparently it might be called Friends, because the person who made the beat was on live, and he called it Friends allegedly. I didn't see it live, but yeah, 16 Zone, that shit is popping, bro. I've been listening to that shit every day. You better believe I listen to that shit at least 5 times today. I'm waiting for the real version.
Bro, you've been listening to the low quality versions. I haven't heard any really good quality. Like,
Yeah, Nick. I've been fucking on my eardrums listening to that shit, knocking it in my headphones. Fuck it, you only live once, you know what I mean? So I'm knocking
Bro,
the bad quality shit.
bro. So hold on. Oh, did you hear about those people who've been getting like COVID tattoos? Like I survived COVID, and they get like the little fucking the the actual cell RNA looking thing tatted on them. You see those people?
Nope.
Bro, there's actually people who are tatting themselves like I survived COVID. Like the shit ain't even over yet. And like this shit just started dying down and niggas already getting shit tatted. Like I think like if you're gonna first of all, that's a stupid tattoo to get, like just to have some fucking virus tatted on you. Like motherfuckers when AIDS was out, motherfuckers wasn't getting the AIDS shit tatted on you. Like the swine flu, motherfuckers wasn't getting that. But now all of a sudden in 2020, now motherfuckers getting a virus tatted on them. Like that's some weird shit. I don't know why them niggas is getting that shit. How you feel about that shit?
Um, well, just start off with the AIDS shit. Any tattoo a gay nigga was getting was an AIDS tattoo back in the day. But in terms of the COVID shit, bro, niggas get all types of tattoos. Like, there's nothing that hasn't been tattooed. Anything you could think about has been tattooed. So, am I surprised? No. Do I care? No. Have I seen it? No. Fuck them. You know, if that's what they want to do, I feel like doing it right now is for attention for sure. Because they post up the
Right.
pic, somebody from Reddit is gonna take that and share it, and then somebody else from Twitter is gonna see it and share it. So yeah, they're gonna get their little attention from it, and that's what they want, and that's what everybody wants. They want attention. So you gave it to them. Congratulations. How did they look?
Uh, they didn't show any faces. It was just a picture on their
I'm
body.
not. I just meant the tattoos. My bad. How did the tattoos look?
I mean, they some of them were good. A lot of them were fucking trash. Like a fucking fifth grader drew them. Some shit like they traced over a fifth grade drawing.
Well, niggas in jail got cell phones and social media now, so a bunch of those might be gel
I don't think
tattoos and shit.
they should be the last ones getting COVID and fucking I survived COVID tattoos on them. If that's them, because that's the highest chance you're gonna get COVID is in a fucking prison.
Has
So
that
I
been
don't think.
proven? What are your
Well, I
sources?
mean,
Where
a
have you
lot
heard
of
that from, sir?
a lot. I don't have sources I can name except former except hearing word of mouth from former prisoners on YouTube being like all the prison's conditions, no one gives a fuck about it in there. I've seen a video of somebody trying to intentionally give other motherfuckers or try to get COVID by sharing one of the cups. I've seen that shit. You can Google that.
Who the fuck are you following on YouTube, nigga?
But I don't follow anyone specific. I have a lot of fucking shit on my feed. All right, I am on a whole bunch of different topics. I'm on a lot of different shit.
I see. Listen, I don't trust a former convict's word for nothing. The fuck? Why, them motherfuckers are the expert? Yeah, a nigga who was locked up said that. That's the bro. That don't mean shit. You have any real sources? I know they let 6ix9ine out of jail early for that shit, but and I know a couple other people wanted to get out because of it, but I don't know if you're higher than normal. Oh, if
I
the
mean,
percentage is higher than normal to catch it. What?
there's a bunch of motherfuckers in one spot. That's like being in a stadium 24/7.
I guess
Like
so.
you're with a bunch of people at all times. You have a
Okay.
better chance to get it than
Yeah, I
being at
guess
home.
so. I guess so. What was the question? Oh no. Who are we talking about? I don't remember.
We were talking about COVID tattoos, but then you were like, we were talking about prisoners, and then you went on a rant about about my sources about people getting it in prisons.
Oh, okay. I was just curious to know how you knew because I heard that, but I never really looked into it.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense. I never. It's funny because I never even thought about it. Like when you said, so you're around motherfuckers all the time. Like, oh yeah, that is what jail is like. Okay. Like jail is not even in my world right now. Like I'm not going to jail for shit. and I don't ever plan on it unless there's a revolution. I always said if there's a revolution, I'm going out and I'm shooting at the government, nigga. Like I'm really going out there. Yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. If people revolt, you gotta go against the government. You can't have people scared and watching it on TV. No, nigga, you gotta go outside and do something. And if they lock me up, hey, hopefully they start breaking niggas out of jail too. We got the mob.
Listen, if that's what you want to do, you want to break niggas out of jail. I mean, that's all you, dog. I ain't a
Bro,
part of
I'm
that shit.
in the mob. If I'm with the people, I'm doing whatever they're doing. That's it. You don't start questioning shit. If we gotta go against the government and we gotta take niggas out of jail to let them know we serious, that's what we gotta do.
All right, let's see how fast you get past the guards and shit.
Bro, them guards are gonna get fucking eaten alive. You think they're really gonna go against 10,000 people who are trying to storm the fucking place? No. Once they see the larger penitentiaries being broken into and whatever, most places and most people, they're just normal people. I've known some people who, I actually know one person specifically who got in. He's now a what do you call it, correctional officer. That nigga is not hard. He will turn over easy. It may be some places like Montana or Texas, or some places. Yeah, I dared them to try to come in here and break open, but most places are gonna. Oh, okay, I want to come in. All right. Like you ever seen a nigga at school, like a teacher or a security guard, try to hold the door, but all you gotta do is push it open, and they ain't gonna really do nothing.
Yeah.
Like I remember at one school I went to, there were security guards locked arm to try to block us from leaving. We just either went under or broke their arms, like pushed their arms apart, and they just relocked and tried again. Like they weren't really trying hard. That's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid, bro. They actually
That's how it's gonna be. That's how I would be. I'd be like, listen, don't come in here. Oh, y'all coming in? All right, cool.
How do you feel about your boy H3 and his drama with Keemstar?
Drama with drama alert.
Yeah, bro, your boy Killer Keemstar.
I feel like it's good to see H3, Ethan Klein go back into it. Start talking that shit, making videos, ripping motherfuckers' heads off. Because he fell off. I guess he just focused more on his podcast. But it's good to see him back talking shit. He does it well. He made 2 good videos. And I feel like Drama Alert, or what's his name? Keemstar. I feel like Keemstar has never been entertaining to me. The only time he's ever been on my radar is if he had beef with someone that I followed. And every time I just felt like he got destroyed by whoever was coming at him. So I feel like this nigga may have terrorized people. He may have been on the winning side of some battles, but I never seen it. As a nigga who follow him, I know you like his shit. How do you feel about it?
Nigga said, I like this shit. Nigga, I don't like fucking Keemstar shit.
Bro, I remember you talking about him. My bad.
He said that he clapped back, nigga. I saw it because Ethan put it in his fucking video.
Tell me you never watched Keemstar before.
Nigga, I don't watch his shit. I never watched his video.
You never watched it. I remember you talking about
the only video I watched was the response video that he made to Ethan. You know, I said I was waiting for his next video for his response.
Lying. I swear to God,
I can read the messages.
A couple years go by and you act like shit never happened.
Bro, what do you mean? I never watched it back then.
What? That nigga hard. You should be like, oh my God, Keemstar. No, I remember you telling me about his shit, and I remember not giving a fuck about it back then.
Bro, never, bro. The only person who's talked about Keemstar is Ethan. That's the only way he would ever come up with a conversation. I never watched that nigga.
I swear. I gotta start recording shit you say, bro, and keeping it long.
Nigga, I gotta record shit you say, nigga, because you thinking I'm saying shit, nigga.
Bro, now that I'm a super Uzi fan, like, I'm knocking his shit heavy. I remember you saying, I didn't really like this nigga like that. I thought he was all right. I said, bro, you would non-stop talk about this nigga.
Bro, never, bro. I never said that, bro. He alright, bro.
Yeah, I know. See, that's what I mean. Like, it's shit. A couple years go by, you pretend that you never said this shit. I understand. Yes, we change. I even brought this shit up earlier. Yeah, our taste and entertainment and everything changes. So, like, I understand if you don't feel that way now, but in a couple years, you're gonna say you never really rocked with H3H3.
No, nigga, I rock with HD, nigga, but fucking, I didn't fuck with GameStar. I never watched that nigga shit.
All right. So maybe I was mistaken, but I don't feel like there's much to it. I feel like Ethan destroyed him. Even if Keemstar comes back, I'm only gonna see the video if you send me another link. I really am not followed. I'm not subscribed to Drama Alert, and I never see his shit now because the people who he used to beef with, I don't even follow them niggas no more. So it's rare that I catch any sort of drama video nowadays or beef videos. I almost never see them shits.
Well, speaking of beef videos, what about your boy Leafy? Have you seen his video?
No, what was he talking about?
Yeah, he tried to make a video called "Content Hiroshima." Some shit. Everyone's trying to hop on it because I seen another YouTuber try to call one of his vids "Content Tarsa Bomba." Some shit. Like everyone's trying to hop on the H3 train right now, trying to make videos. But Leafy, he was talking about how he's being very satire and sarcastic in the video. He was like, uh Keemstar was a good guy, and now he's a bad guy, and Ethan's a slightly less bad guy. Like he's being very satire about it. I guess because he's not putting too much effort in the YouTube videos, but like he was pretty sure it was like a 5 minute video, just talking about the shit, and just having fucking bomb shit in the background.
So, did you think it was a good video? Was it funny? Was it
Well,
entertaining?
I mean, it was funny in an ironic way because it was so bad, like compared to his old shit. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like you would have to watch. Like after we're done with the call, you just have to watch it. But like it's like funny in an ironic way. But like
Why is it
if
ironic?
you
Is it ironic because you thought that it wouldn't be funny?
no, it's ironic because like the effort he puts into it. Like he's just like, oh, kind of this and that. Like he's like Keemstar is a dickhead. Like all the shit that he did, like that he brought up, but he's like, oh, I thought he was great, but he's actually not that great. Like it's hard to explain.
Okay, I'll check it out. But yeah, I thought Leafy was pretty good. He was funny. He would trash some people,
Which
and
is
it would
still
be he would trash people every day, which is amazing to me. Like he would have a video, about 4 or 5 videos a week.
yeah, but he got he got his fucking thing from roasting motherfuckers on a daily. Motherfuckers get their feelings hurt and they report that nigga. So he was like, nah, fuck that. And he mainly said because he wasn't getting paid enough. So he's just making this shit for fun now. You're gonna start watching his new videos, or you're just like, nah, I don't give a fuck.
Man, I don't get that paid enough shit. Maybe they cut his pay by like 80% once they started doing the whole censorship shit. But
Yeah,
that's
because
still more than most people make anywhere else. So I wonder if he had a good job lined up or what the fuck he's talking about. Because I'm pretty
before he,
sure that not enough pay, it was still a lot.
I mean, I didn't see any of his videos. I think the main thing he was talking about was him being monetized, and I don't see any ads on his videos. But he was talking about before about he was doing stocks and shit, like he made 100,000 in stocks or some shit like that before he came back officially. So I guess he's doing stocks and some shit like that. So he's just making YouTube for whatever reason.
Okay, I mean, shit. I still don't believe there's more money than YouTube. I mean, yeah, maybe he would have had to censor his shit a little bit, but had he made the necessary changes, this motherfucker would have been balling beyond anything he could have made anywhere else. Because they say that 1 million views is like $5,000. That's on the low end. So if this nigga get 10 million, That's $50,000. He was doing a million a video, a million plus. At one point, he was doing 4 to 5 million a video. So like, he could have. I don't know. I ain't talking about this nigga's money. He's back. I'll check out the video. I'll let you know next time if it's good or not and what I think about it. But
Do you think
um,
he can survive in today's climate?
say it again.
Is it, do you think he can survive in today's climate, in the YouTube climate?
Um, I feel like if he's not too stubborn, sure. If he's willing to censor himself while he's making the video and say less curses, and then censor himself actively by putting in beep or doing whatever the fuck they do to beep out the curses. I think he can survive for sure. Does he want to? That's another question.
All right.
What do you think?
I think I think he could if he really wanted to, but I think it because it's just like I think he thinks it's not worth it, and that it's just easier just to make it the way that he wants to make it, and so he just does it that way. That's why I think like some of his videos are ironic because he puts low effort into it. He'll put a laugh here or fucking he'll make you chuckle there, some shit like that. But it's definitely not as entertaining as his old shit, and I don't think he can make the same entertainment that he did before now in today's climate. I think you would have
Okay.
to switch a little bit.
Yeah, but that's still surviving if he switches it up. So can he
It's
survive in his old
though.
doing it his old way? Fuck no. That makes the question easier. Yeah, no, he cannot doing it the old way. So before I forget, do you know anyone that has lost their job due to coronavirus? I know it's
Uh,
COVID-19, but I like coronavirus. You said no.
nope.
So there are some people who the people who lost their jobs due to the coronavirus, they're eligible for unemployment boost. So like not just the unemployment shit, but they're eligible for $600 a week for up to 13 weeks. So they're saying that some people, let's say you make $300, right? If you make $300 a week normally on unemployment, but you get that extra 600, that's $900 a week. When I was working at B&H making 22, I think 22 an hour, I was making seven something after taxes. With the unemployment, you don't have to take out taxes. So they could be making more than I was making working full time at $22 an hour, no matter where they worked at. So, what do you think about that? Like people being able to make more on unemployment than they were working.
Well, I think I don't know. That's quite the predicament because at the end of the day, like more people, if you're making more doing nothing, sitting on your ass, more people are going to be more inclined to just file for unemployment and call it a day. Because like if you crunch the numbers and you do the math right and you see that you're making that much on unemployment, I would switch that shit too. Like some people just like if especially like if your job isn't secure, like if you got some bullshit job at like a gas station or some shit. Like I think that's why the unemployment rate was so high before too, because like people are just like, oh, I could just make more money on unemployment. Obviously, I think people lost their job because of COVID and all that shit, but I think a good amount of them were like, well, I can make more sitting on my ass doing nothing, so let me just file for unemployment.
Yeah,
That's what
not only that, it's like it's a tricky situation to even look for a job at that point. Like let's say, you really are just asked out, you have to file for unemployment, you get it, but you're like, should I start looking for a job now or should I wait until about 11 weeks in or 10 weeks in, you know? As opposed to
yeah.
right away, because like let's say you get another job, but it's only gonna pay you 350 and you making nine right now, you like, nah. That's why I asked you if you knew anyone who was unemployed, because I want to know what niggas are spending their money on with that boost.
Yeah, well, one of my friends, he spent his money on on the stimulus check. He spent like $800 on a PC. It's like off rip.
Bro,
That's
niggas is retarded.
that's what I said. I told him like, bro, that's stupid. And he's like, nah, bro, I'm gonna use it. I was like, all right, bro, if you gonna use it, whatever.
But then again, is he working?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, so niggas are stupid. Had you been working, that's just extra. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you find $100 on the floor, that's extra. You go buy something to eat with that. You know what I mean? You could buy $100 steak with that and not be stupid. You know?
Yeah.
So had he been working, it's like, well, I'm making money, so let me just do a little something nice with this.
Yeah,
But
obviously.
since he's not working,
That.
his only income is coming from the government right now. I
Yeah, if you
mean,
have absolutely zero and you spend a good fat chunk of your check on just a PC, not doing just like that shit. Like I don't know. I wouldn't do that because like so much shit. Like I don't want to take any chances. Some shit goes wrong, and then $800 out of the shit I just got, it just goes in the garbage.
yeah, I would say don't do that. Like I want these $80. I think they're 80, maybe they're 100 and something. Let's say 120, right? There are these Xbox headphones that you could connect to the Xbox wirelessly, but you could also connect to your phone via Bluetooth at the same time, so you can have your music knocking and hear the game sounds at the same time. Like I want those shits bad, and I could get them, but what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to save and pay off my debt, and a little bit goes towards like, can I make more money type of shit. Like there are some product keys that I bought for games when they go on discount, and I'll sell them back for anywhere from $5 to $15 more than I bought it for. That's not giving me a lot of income, but in the past few weeks, or actually, let me see. I don't know. Let's say the past 2 weeks, right? I made 80 something dollars off of them. And these are keys that I bought a while ago. So it's pure profit. I already sold all the ones to get my money back, but I took a little break from selling them. So now I got 80 something dollars in profit. It's like I'm doing little things like that to make a little bit of money here, a little bit of money here, make your money grow for you as opposed to buying shit that ain't gonna do shit for me.
Yeah.
So that next stimulus check come, I'm doing the same thing. A little bit going to savings, maybe throw a couple $100 to savings, maybe $800 to my debt, and then a little $300-$400. See if I can flip something real quick.
Yeah, that's a good way to manage this shit. That's what I want to do. I want to have something I want to save some, invest some, and then use some to pay off what I owe. That's exactly what I was going to do with mine.
Shit, we along the same lines right now, and it's good because your credit's not fucked up in the same way my shit is fucked up. So like I told you before, even if I pay off my debt and my credit score number goes up, I still got the shit from the past, like the missed payments. I got collections. I got all types of shit that even if my score is looking good, anybody who looks up my credit can see all the other shit. So the number is not as important as it might be for you. Like let's say your shit go up to over 700, right? And you want to take out a loan or you want to apply for a bomb ass credit card, you're more than likely gonna get accepted for the shit. Where I'm older than you, and they're gonna be like, "Nigga, get the fuck out of here." You know what I mean? I still got a couple more years before some more shit drops off in my credit, because I got the number up right now. Like my shit is all right. But I'm telling you, bro, if you focus on your shit, the next time the business loan stimulus comes around or whatever, you'll have your own business. Like you'll have your shit set up to where you can get paid through your business. You can write off expenses. You can do all that shit, and you can go to a bank and say, "Hey, I need $10,000," and they'll be like, "All right, cool."
Yeah, I'm definitely working towards that shit, bro. I've only been focusing on getting my shit up and fucking trying to get out of here and get out there and have my own shit, be my own boss. Yeah, I'm taking the shit one step at a time.
So let me ask you this: are you only focusing on working for yourself, or I know you have a job now, but like I don't know how how much you're getting type of shit. Like, would you look for another job that pays a little bit more, or are you just like, no, I'm cool with this job right now, and the rest of my time is gonna be focusing on me having my own business.
Well, I'm definitely like I wouldn't want to drop this job since it's so consistent, but I would definitely take up another job more or less because it's more money, and I want to have more than one or two sources of income. So anything that can, if any job accepts me or anything takes off where I can make money, I'm gonna go with it and I'm gonna roll with it on top of what I'm already doing.
That's smart. I ain't gonna tell you which ones or what they are, but I got four sources right now. Now it's not like I said. I told you one the eBay shit. Like it's not bringing me a lot of money, but it's something else I could do. So it's definitely great that you're looking to have multiple sources because just a job ain't the greatest.
Yeah.
Just one or two. Two is better than one, but the more the merrier, as they say. So
So
yeah, I
you're
mean, it sounds like you're in the right place right now, or at least in the right headspace.
that boy, Ty Lopez, your boy, man.
Yeah, I used to
Been
listen to him heavy. Like I outgrew him too. Like he started doing long ass live streams with whiteboards and you can do this, and if I tell you how to do this, then you'll be able to do that. And if you can do that, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
so I gotta stick, bro. I'm trying to stick with a one mentor. Trying to stay because before I was on some shiny object shit. Before I was doing like when I was 17, I was trying to do drop shipping. you know. And I honestly, the only reason I think I did bad with the drop shipping is because I was going way too broad. I was being broad with everything I was doing. I wasn't like niching down to shit. Like I had a niche that I was trying to stick with, but my advertising wasn't niched. It was just like everybody and anybody who can see this. And if you match with it, you match with it. You don't, you don't. And then that's where all my money went before. Like in the ads, and then it all went to nothing because fucking I literally only made like one sale, and it wasn't even off a paid ad. It was off a fucking Instagram post that I was making.
How much money would you say that you spent on advertising and whatever else?
A few hundred, two, three, 400.
Okay. Did you learn anything from that?
Yeah, not to go broad.
Okay. Was it? Would you say that lesson is worth $300-$400?
Well, I could have not spent that much, but I guess yeah, I learned from it.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's all that really matters. Like the other
And
day, um, I bought something early, and I'm thinking, all right, I could make $100 of profit on this. So I bought a couple of them. I got them all, listed them on eBay. I leave it for a couple of days. I'm not really getting that much activity, so I lower the price. I'm still not getting that much activity, so I'm like, what the fuck? So I search it again, and there's about 12 people listing the same shit. At the time I bought and listed, there was only one other person, and they sold it for more than I listed it for. So, and they sold about 12 of them. So I'm like, all right, I can make money. But these 12 new people all had them listed for lower than I had it, way lower. Where I'm looking at it and I'm like, I can make $10 profit now, maybe, or I could break even. Luckily, I could return it, but I learned like when there's a good deal and I'm thinking about listing my shit real quick and making a quick profit off of it, it may not always work. There may be 10 other people with that same idea, and that's all it takes to ruin your idea. And that happened twice, believe it or not. Like that was the main one where I was gonna make $100 profit. The other one there wasn't as much profit, but the same shit happened. But by that time, I was like, you know what? This is just confirming the lesson that I learned before. So I'm gonna return all of them things now, and then I have more capital to buy something else. Like it was worth that. Even if I had lost money, which at this point I won't, just because I'm not gonna wait it out and see what happens. it was worth. It's definitely worth for sure. So if you're trying your own business, you're trying to figure it out, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. Some are gonna cost you, some won't. But um, there's definitely a lot to learn. I got a lot to learn. You got a lot to learn, and we'll make it. You know, we're trying new shit, so hopefully it works out very well for us.
Hopefully, 2020 will be our year, and I think that's a good note to end on. We've been going for at least an hour and 6 minutes. It looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, bro. So, thank you guys for joining us. This is just a very lengthy podcast, but it was awesome to talk to my brother Dante. And hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yep.
Peace.
Always good talking to you, man. See y'all later. Peace
All
out.
right. Deuces.